It's my pleasure to meet you all. We met you all. I'm sorry. So yeah. First of all, my name is Walid. I'm from University of Niagara Falls, Canada. I'm the business development manager for Bangladesh market. So University of Niagara Falls is one of the flagship university owned by Gus Global. The reason we call it a flagship because it is one of the most unique university that is offering the most unique program all around the Canada. And so basically in Canada, we have actually 8 institutions in total, like university and colleges. So Gas Global is not like any pathway provider or any traditional company like B2B provider. It's the owner of the university and colleges directly. It's a $12 billion company. So University of Niagara Falls is one of the flagship university under the Canadian institutions. So basically, Niagara College, Toronto, Fleming College, Toronto, and University Canada West, Traverse Institute, all are owned by Gus Global directly. So I'm only responsible for UNF, University of Niagara Falls. So I will share a short presentation with you guys so that you can get an overview about the university and the program that you are offering for our international students. Just give me a second. Please let me know once you're able to see my screen, all right? So guys, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So yeah, let's begin.
Could you share the full screen, please? Your slide is not.
Can you see now?
Yeah, but it's not full screen.
Oh, okay. Sure. Just give me a second. Are you able to see it now?
So it's clear.
All right. Perfect. So guys, as I have said, so University of Niagara Falls is basically located in Niagara Falls, Canada. So it's under the Ontario province. So first of all, if I start with the destination, Canada. So Canada is number one destination for higher studies, especially for towards Bangladeshi students. And if we take a look at the international student number from 2021 to 2022, the number has increased almost 31%. So by now it should be increased like more than 50% already. And Canada is one of the most immigration friendly country in all around the world. You cannot show me a single English speaking country which is more generous towards international students rather than Canada. Because everyone loves Canada because of its friendly immigration policy. And it's a one-way route actually. Once a student graduate, they have the opportunity to work over there. And later on, they can migrate themselves in Canada. So now let's talk a bit about Niagara Falls. So basically, it's a city that welcomes you. It's number one tourist destination in Canada, and it offers ranges of activities beyond the spectacular Niagara Falls. And if I'm talking about the cost of living, it's quite cheaper than Toronto City. And as you have already know that Canada is going through a housing crisis, especially with the big cities like Toronto. But Niagara Falls is one of the fastest growing city after Toronto in Ontario province. So there is no housing crisis, and it's a tourist destination. All around the year, you will see tourists over there. So the community is quite diverse. And if I show you the campus location, we are located in downtown. So basically, this is our campus. In between, there is Niagara Falls, and the opposite location, student will get to see New York City in US. And from our campus to the bus stop and train station, it's just like 2 minute walking distance. And Toronto itself is like 1 hour to 1.5 hour distance from our campus. So the location is quite strategic and it's very convenient for our students, even if they do not have any private transportation service for themselves. So basically, we are innovative and digitally oriented institution. Our tagline is innovation flows here. All our program are involved with a mix of like digital innovation and digital technology. Now, let's talk a bit about the industry right at this moment, especially in Niagara Falls. From 2011 to 2023, Niagara Falls has seen the double job growth for emerging technology field. And $10 million has recently been invested for artificial intelligence. So the job opportunities are there. There is a huge job opportunities. And why students should study at Niagara Falls? First of all, we are digitally innovative university, and the location itself, it's quite a spectacular and a strategic location, and it's number one tourist destination in Canada, Niagara Falls. And we are located in downtown, and a student will get the flexibility of their study, and the classroom size is very small, 40 students in one classroom. Usually, you will see that in university, more than 100 plus students are sitting in a classroom. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip these slides because I don't want to make this presentation boring to you guys. All right, let's jump into the program that we are offering for our undergraduate program. So number one, we have a BBA, Bachelor of Business Administration. We are actually not offering any traditional program, traditional subject. So our majors for BBA program is digital economy and digital marketing. The reason we are offering this program because the job growth is there. There is a high demand, especially in these industries. For example, after completing a BBA program, a student can become a data scientist, data analyst, like apart from traditional business career outcomes. So you can see the prospect is there. There's a high chance that a student will get the job opportunities in Canada. All right. Then our next undergraduate program is Bachelor of Science. So there is two stream. One is general science or another one is biomedical science. So if a student go for general science, then they can study later on medical school. Because in North America, usually medical school require one science. I mean, like student must have completed bachelor degree in a science background, which is relevant to medical school. So after that, a student can join medical school. That's why. And if a student choose to go for biomedical science, then it's fine. They can go for it. So in the healthcare industry in Canada, the job growth has become like 52%. So both of these programs are like 4 years duration. Now let's move into graduate program, masters. Our most sellable program, especially in Canada market. So right now we are offering Master of Management. We have two unique specialization. One is entrepreneurship. Another one is emerging technology. So emerging technology is basically for those students who has come from engineering background. For example, if any student comes from engineering background, they are not required to study MSc program. Why? Because they don't, unless they want to become a university lecturer, they should not study MSc because there is no point of studying MSc program in a relevant field. Why? Because the employer will look for technical expertise only. They must have the technical knowledge. Otherwise, there is a no chance that a student will get hired by any company. So if they study management, they will definitely not work as a junior executive for all their life. So basically, they want to be a manager in future, right? So that's why they must have a managerial skill. So if they study Master of Management and specialize in emerging technology, which is like tech management type of program, they can easily, I mean, like relate with their previous study and write down their SOP that it is quite relevant with their previous education. Plus, it will help them to become our future leaders in the industry. So yeah, the next one, the most hot selling program, Master of Data Analytics. So this is a mix of CSC and business program. So we are offering specializations in marketing analytics, operations analytics, or general analytics. So business background or CSC background student can easily apply for this program. So this program has quite in demand right at this moment in Canada, especially if I'm talking about Canada job market. Right now, 30,000 jobs are listing in Canada for this particular program. So, and another good thing about this program is that the second last semester, a student must have go through 6 credit internship. It's mandatory. It's part of their studies. So even if a student wants to become an unskilled worker, they cannot actually. They must have a certain level of work experience to graduate with this program. So eventually that will lead them to get hired by the company wherever they do their internships. For example, it could be Google, IBM, those type of companies. The last program that we are offering for it's a Master of Arts in Digital Media and Global Communications. So this program actually covers several departments. How? If a student comes from mass communication, journalism, English honors, or even social science background, they can apply for this program. Especially in Canada, digital media industry's annual revenue is $1.65 billion. So it's a huge industry. It's a massive industry. And there are plenty of, plethora of leadership opportunities in Canada. All our master degree programs are 1.5 year, like 18 months. So after completing this master degree program, a student will get 3 years postgraduate work permit visa. All right, now let's move on to the entry requirement. Our entry requirement for bachelor degree program is very simple. The student must have HSC background with GPA 4 and above. And for both BBA and BSc program, a student must come from science background because mathematics requirement is there. And that's why. And if a student comes from let's say English medium background, they must have A levels in 2 subjects, and in O level they must have 3 subjects. All grades should be B and C in between or above. For master's program, our entry requirement is quite simple. A student must have bachelor degree 4-year equivalent, and CGPA should be 3 out of 4 or equivalent. Or even if a student has a CGPA below 3, let's say 2.5 and above, they can apply for our graduate foundation program, which we call pre-masters. It's a 3 months duration, so it's a part of master's program actually. If a student do not meet CGPA requirement, then so it's very simple. If a student get into direct master program, then it will take 18 months to complete it. And if a student comes for if a student CGPA is below 3, then they will have to study 21 months. That's the thing. For data analytics program, there is prerequisite in bachelor degree program. A student must have statistics or quantitative methods in their bachelor degree. So if a student has these 2 courses, luckily from Bangladesh, both BBA and CSC department student studied these two courses in their bachelor degree, statistics and quantitative methods. Even if a student does not have this program in their bachelor degree, in these 2 courses, it's fine. They can still go through graduate foundation program. Now let's move on to the IELTS requirement. For both bachelor and master's program, our IELTS requirement is same. Overall 6.5, especially in writing 6, and any band 5.5, it's okay. We also accept PTE, overall 61, 60 in writing. TOEFL 88 overall and 20 in writing. Actually, in each component. We also accept Duolingo only for bachelor degree program and Master of Arts in Digital Media and Global Communications.
তো এখানে অলিদ ভাই আমার এখানে একটা কোশ্চেন আছে আপনার এখানে আছে যে ক্যামব্রিজ টেস্ট 3 is it like a language skill?
Yes.
Okay, so it's easier. Yes, we can inform the students easily.
Cambridge Test 3, we also accept that. And dual, as I said, we also accept OIDI, Oxford International Digital Institute test, and Michigan test as well. Anyway, so yeah. So basically, Duolingo is only accepted for bachelor degree program and Master of Arts. Overall 125 and no band below 115. And good thing about master's program, we accept listed of 24 listed universities MOI. So for example, North South BRAC, East West, AIV, IUB, BUP, UIU, all those universities MOI is accepted for our master's program. But make sure that a student a student sit for any English proficiency test, either IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, whatever they feel comfortable, they should sit for any English proficiency test before they apply for visa in order to secure their visa. Because if they have English proficiency test, that will increase their chance to get visa. Otherwise, there is no point of having like 50-50 chance. We are accepting for English English proficiency test without English proficiency test, as long as a student provide medium of instruction letter. By the way, even if a student comes from overseas universities, we also accept their MOI also. All Malaysian universities MOI is also accepted. All right. So yeah, so next intake is in September. Basically, the class will start from October 1st. And there's no specific deadline for applications, but given to the visa time duration, you should prepare a student application at least 3 months ahead from the class start date. And the graduate foundation or additional English course, if required, it will start from July intake. And we have 4 intakes in a year, starting from January, April, July, and September. Yeah, so rest of the facilities, like we have a brand new library, we have accommodation facility, the campus itself, it's brand new because we are brand new university, in fact, in Canada, and our competitors are not like ordinary private universities. Our competitors are like University of Windsor, Brock University, all right, Trent University. Those big public universities are our competitors. And now let's move into tuition fees. So for Master of Data Analytics, entire 1.5 hour full tuition fee will be like 48,000 Canadian dollar. Management 42,000 plus. MA Digital Media Global Communication 39,000 plus. Full program, by the way, 1.5 year. Okay. BBA per year 20,000 Canadian dollar only. And BSc Biomedical Science $30,000 per year. Graduate foundation, that means pre-masters, 6,000. Additional English course, 3,500. LOI deposit is only 5,000 Canadian dollar. So we also offer a scholarship based on CGPA. If a student has CGPA of 3.8 out of 4, they can get 8,000 Canadian dollar scholarship for data analytics. For management, 7,800. For MA, 7,600, like this. And if a student has CGPA 3.5 to 3.6, they can get $4,000 scholarship. And if a student has CGPA 3.25 and above, they can get 1,000 scholarship. For bachelor program, as long as the student meet minimum entry criteria like GPA 4, all the student will be qualifying for a scholarship. $16,000 scholarship from entire tuition fees. So per year tuition fee will drop to 16,000 only. So 4,000 will be deducted per year. So it's quite cheap, right? Because most of the public colleges also based in Ontario charges like 17,000 to 18,000 Canadian dollar tuition fee for diploma program. And we are offering bachelor degree with $16,000 tuition fees. For biomedical science, we offer $24,000 scholarship. After scholarship, tuition fee will drop to $24,000. Graduate foundation, everyone will get 1,500 scholarship. That means 4,500 only. All right. and those who do not get a scholarship initially still okay. After their first semester, if they can achieve 80% to 90% marks, they can get a scholarship up to $1,000 per semester. So just to let you know, basically universities in Canada, all right at this moment, they are, I mean, like 70% of the funding were stopped by the provincial government in Canada. So basically, without PhD program, there is no such thing called a scholarship in Canada right at this moment. So since we are private university, that's why we are offering scholarship. We are being very generous towards our international students. Yeah. So that's that thing actually. So now, if you have any question, feel free to ask.
Okay, আপনাদের যদি কারো কোনো কোশ্চেন থাকে কোশ্চেন করতে পারেন তাহলে।
হ্যাঁ,
It is easier, Mr.
কোয়েশ্চেন করেন। আর আমি যা যা বলেছি এই পর্যন্ত সব কি ক্লিয়ার, মানে সব কি বুঝতে পেরেছেন, বা কোনো কনফিউশন আছে?
Yeah, I have a question. So,
Please.
how much is the accommodation? Like,
অ্যাকোমোডেশন ওটা স্টার্ট হয়, লেটস সে ডিপেন্ডিং অন স্টুডেন্ট ক্রাইটেরিয়া, এটা স্টার্ট হয় হচ্ছে $800 থেকে।
is it count as like per day or like per week or per month?
No, per month. Per day, how come? $800. Come on, man.
Sir, I'm confused about the pre-masters program. What's the duration of that program?
3 months only. It's a part of masters. আমি আরেকটু ক্লিয়ার করে দেই, let me make it very clear to you guys. For example, আপনি আজকে XYZ, let's say নর্দার্ন ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে আপনি বিবিএ করেছেন, এখন you have gone to North South or BRAC University for your MBA program. So that time you will have to study 60 credit. Okay, 24 credit foundation. But if you start, যদি আপনারা নর্থ সাউথ থেকে পাস করে থাকেন, আবার নর্থ সাউথেই এমবিএ করতে চান, তাহলে আপনার 36 ক্রেডিট করা লাগবে। So it's sort of like that actually. হ্যাঁ, যে আপনি যেহেতু সিজিপিএ below 3 অন্য ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে এসেছেন, that's why you have to study foundation courses, 3টা সাবজেক্ট, only 9 credit extra. That's the thing. যেহেতু সিজিপিএ below 3, that's why. আর সিজিপিএ 3 and above থাকলে কোনো প্রবলেম নেই। আর স্টুডেন্টের যদি সিজিপিএ below 3 থাকে, বাট তার যদি ম্যানেজারের লেভেলে জব এক্সপিরিয়েন্স থাকে, জাস্ট টু গিভ অ্যান এক্সাম্পল, ফর এক্সাম্পল দ্যাট একজন স্টুডেন্ট আসলো, তার 10 ইয়ার্স এর ম্যানেজারের লেভেল জব এক্সপিরিয়েন্স ফ্রম এইচএসবিসি ব্যাংক, সো আই ক্যান নট জাজ হিম অন আ বেস অফ সিজিপিএ, মানে প্যারামিটারে তাকে আমি জাজ করতে পারি না, রাইট? So what I will do is like I will take a look into his CV carefully. Basically, our admission team will do that, and registrar jodi approval দেয়, based on approval he or she can get into direct masters program. They can skip foundation courses, but foundation টা আলাদা কোনো প্রোগ্রাম না, it's a part of masters. আর অ্যাটাস্টেশনের ব্যাপারটা আমি একটু বলে দেই, for bachelor degree program only attestation is required, attestation letter, but no worries. আর যারা কলেজের ডিপ্লোমা গুলোতে যাবে এখন, তারা কিন্তু কোনো ওয়ার্ক পারমিট পাবে না, এবং তাদের অ্যাটাস্টেশনটা হয়ে যাবে লিমিটেড। কারণ হচ্ছে ইউনিভার্সিটি গুলো সবচেয়ে বেশি অ্যাটাস্টেশন লেটারটা নিয়ে নিবে, আর ইউনিভার্সিটি থেকে যারা গ্রাজুয়েট করবে তারা ওয়ার্ক পারমিটটা পাবে। আর স্পেশালি যারা আমাদের মাস্টার্স প্রোগ্রামে যাচ্ছে, সবাই স্পাউসও নিতে পারবে, ডিপেন্ডেন্টও নিতে পারবে, তাদের কিডস থাকলে তাদেরও নিতে পারবে, একসাথে তারা ফ্লাই করতে পারবে, কোনো প্রবলেম নেই, এবং তারা ওয়ার্ক পারমিটও পাবে ফুল টাইম।
যদি কোনো স্টুডেন্ট কানাডা থেকে অলরেডি ভিসা রিজেক্টেড, দেন কখন অ্যাপ্লাই করতে পারবে এখানে?
100 টাইমস দে ক্যান অ্যাপ্লাই, কোনো প্রবলেম নেই। ইউনিভার্সিটি বা কলেজের ওটাতে কোনো ইস্যুস নেই। বেসিক্যালি রিজেকশনটা কেন হয়েছে সেটা দেখতে হবে, তার এসওপিটা ভালোভাবে লিখতে হবে, এবং আমাদের যে প্রোগ্রামগুলো ইটস কোয়াইট ইউনিক, আমরা যে প্রোগ্রামগুলো অফার করছি, হ্যাঁ, সো এগুলোতে কিন্তু এসওপি লেখাটা অনেক ইজি হয়ে যাবে, আপনাদের লাইফ একদম ইজি হয়ে যাবে, কারণ প্রত্যেকটা প্রোগ্রাম রিলেট করতে পারবে তার প্রিভিয়াস একাডেমিক ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ডের সাথে, এবং কোর্সগুলো যদি ভালোভাবে দেখে, হ্যাঁ, এটা খুব কোয়াইট রিলেটেবল। আর আমরা যেহেতু নতুন ইউনিভার্সিটি, বাই দ্য ওয়ে, নায়াগ্রা ফলস এর মেয়র কিন্তু আমাদের ইউনিভার্সিটির ট্রাস্টি বোর্ডে আছে, সো গভর্নমেন্ট ইজ ডিরেক্টলি কানেক্টেড উইথ আস। সো ভিসা নিয়ে কিন্তু আশা করি কোনো ইস্যুস হবে না, আমাদের ভিসা সবচেয়ে বেশি হবে, উই উইল বি মোর সাকসেসফুল ইন টার্মস অফ ভিসা। জাস্ট আমি একটা এক্সাম্পল দিই, ইউনিভার্সিটি কানাডা ওয়েস্ট কিন্তু আমাদের গাছ গ্লোবালেরই। So I used to work for University Canada West back in 2018 থেকে। So Canada West এ কিন্তু ভিসা সাকসেস রেট যদি আমি বলি এন্টায়ার কানাডাতে কনস্টোকা কলেজের পরে সেকেন্ড হাইয়েস্ট ভিসা প্রোভাইডার, ঠিক আছে? So you can see the prospect is there. So UNF হচ্ছে আমাদের flagship university. We have come up with more unique and refined product. So yeah. So we have come with more refined product and a unique program. So definitely আমাদের আমরা যে একটা অফার করছি, প্রোগ্রামটা অফার করছি, ইটস কোয়াইট ইউনিক। সো এই ধরনের প্রোগ্রামগুলোতে অ্যাপ্লাই করলে যেটা হয় যে ভিসা অফিসারের মানে ইন্টারেস্টেড হয় আরো, যে প্রথম কথা ইউনিভার্সিটিটাও নতুন, প্লাস একটা ইউনিক একটা প্রোগ্রামে স্টুডেন্ট যাচ্ছে, এবং যেটা জব প্রসপেক্ট কানাডা মার্কেট লেবার মার্কেটে অনেক বেশি আছে, ঠিক আছে? সো আমরা যেটা করছি, আমরা কোনো ট্র্যাডিশনাল প্রোগ্রাম অফার করছি না, যেটা পড়ে সবাই একই সাবজেক্ট যদি পড়ায় তাহলে জব মার্কেটে কিভাবে impact, যেমন আমাদের ডেটা অ্যানালিটিক্স বলেন, ইভেন ম্যানেজমেন্ট প্রোগ্রামে ইমার্জিং টেকনোলজি, টেক ম্যানেজমেন্ট রিলেটেড প্রোগ্রাম, এখানে বিবিএর স্টুডেন্টরাও কিন্তু পড়ার সুযোগটা পাচ্ছে। তার যার ফলে কি হচ্ছে, স্টুডেন্টের দুইটা ফিল্ডই ওপেন থাকছে, টেকনোলজি ফিল্ডেও প্লাস হচ্ছে তার বিজনেস ফিল্ডেও তার জন্য জব মার্কেট ওপেন থাকছে, একটা ফিল্ডে তার স্টাক হয়ে থাকতে হচ্ছে না। So that's the advantage of starting this unique program with our